So back to this again. 2021, I repaired this tire and I put that rust neutralizer on. I painted it black. It turned out pretty good. Not much rust came back. A little bit did. Well, this thing's been, it was actually when it first went flat, which was over a week ago now. It was nice and black all around there, but the reason, I don't understand why it's going flat. It must have been a puncture. That's an old tire. That's the tire. It came with the Backhoe, and it was kind of worn like it is now. In 2005, I bought this Backhoe. I think it was it was 05. Spring of 2005. So 19 years ago, I was told I had to change all 4 tires back then by somebody who, here we are 19 years later. I did these 5 years ago. They lasted 14 years. I did not put tubes in these. It might have been a good idea to put tubes in, because a Backhoe, when you pull with the hoe and your stabilizers aren't down all the way, sometimes I'm on soft ground, like really, it's been raining a lot, so it's very muddy, soft ground. If you leave the stabilizers just barely touching a little bit, there's a little bit of weight on the tires, and then you get more distribution of weight. Therefore, it doesn't sink as much and does less damage to the, especially if you're working on turf or something, and you don't want to destroy everything. But what happens then, you get a lot of sidewall pushing on the sidewall, while pulling actually. The Backhoe's being pulled over by the actual hoe. And then what happened was, it's this tire here, the sidewall burst, like the air popped out. The tire popped off the rim and the air blew out. So then I was in the middle of doing some work, so I didn't really have a ton of time to deal with that. So I put it back on, and there might have been a little bit of sand or dirt around the rim, which meant that it had a slow leak. So the right way to do it would have been to take the tire off and bring it to the shop, clean it all up really good, put it back on, make sure that rim is spotless, and then you need one of those devices to blow air in or something. But we're talking about the front tires today. I think this rim is seized on there. One of these 2 rims is seized, like people say in the States, frozen on there. We're in Canada. Wintertime things freeze around here. If it's rusted solid right to the hub, and I hammered on it, would not come off. So you know what? I've had some mechanics tell me that it's too bad that the rim is still on the tractor. You know what? The best way to do a tire change is with the rim attached to whatever machine you're working on. In most cases, 99%, in my opinion, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, unless you have a tire machine, like a truck tire or a car tire. But these I don't even know if they'd fit on my tire. I have a tire machine. I think it only goes up to 16 inches. These are 16.5s. These might fit on there, but you know what? It's just faster for me to do it right here. So enough talking. I bought these here, skid steer tires. They're same as a Backhoe tire, same thing. 12-16.5, made in China, of course. This is like a tie hole. What I do, I take a couple of pieces of 4x4. I've actually got a rotten old 2x6 or something. Look at all the rain we're getting. And I jam it in here. That front axle pivots. So, and then you don't even need a jack. This wheel's pushing right on the ground. And the other one, if I put it in 4-wheel drive right now, that won't turn. So I don't mind it turning right now, because I haven't started. But I'm going to wash this all really clean. What I'm getting at for this video is, you see how the hole is on the side? It's not centered. If it came out around here somewhere, it would be centered. You could get away with a tube with the valve stem on the center. I had not an argument, but I'm entitled to my opinion. I am the customer. Customer's always right, isn't it? The case? And I told them I need a tube with the valve stem on the side. Oh, we can't get those. It's the same thing, a tube with the valve in the middle. No, it's not. When the valve stem's in the middle, it's really pulling really hard. It wants to go back inside and go over here. Look at the distance. We're talking like 4 or 5 inches. That's a good 3 inches anyway. I think what my mistake, I should have put a bunch of baby powder in there or something, talcum powder, inside the wheel and the tire, so the tube can slip around in there instead of gripping. And that might have been where I went wrong. But we're due for new tires. We're putting them on. I got these really cheap. I bought them. They're half. The tire shop I bought the tube from want $375 plus tax for these tires each. I don't know if it's this brand. I don't even think they're Goodyears or anything. They're no, Chinese tires. Same kind of thing as this. So I got these for $190 each. Cash. They were bought from a guy who went to an auction. So I think they'll be okay. And it's better than what I have here. I'm gonna keep the best of the 2 of these because I don't know about these Chinese tires. I'll keep them in the shed in the back. And this one here, the whole sidewall is burst out of it. Like it's cracked from here all the way around to here now. I mean, it just keeps getting worse. And it's starting to go over here too. No, that's just mud. But look at this. I could show you. It's stiff, this tire. See that? That's a sign that you got to do a tire change, because, you know, I don't want to be doing some. Like the back tires, they lasted that 14 or 15 years. They were Firestones. These are Goodyears. They're really good quality tires. But the back ones were completely worn out, like bald. And the casings were good. But when I did have my first flat, I said, that's it. We're going to buy 2 tires because they're starting to disintegrate. I mean, they're probably well over 20-year-old tires at that time. I'm sure they're 4 or 5 years old. And these are Chinese. These are Razorbacks. So, yeah. So I'm gonna have to wait for a day where it's not raining, because it's raining right now. And we're gonna put some baby powder in there. I might have to go buy some if I don't have some. And I'm gonna wash this, dry it all off. We're gonna put that tube in. I got a new one. This is it. Okay, this is what I was showing you. This, I forgot. So much torque, it tore the tube. The last flat I had was the same thing. The valve stem ripped right off. That's got that's a tear. That's not from installing it. I thought maybe I punctured it around here, but I'm using tire spoons, and I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I mean, it is my machine. It's not someone else's. So if it was someone else's, I'd be more careful, because they wouldn't pay me if I installed it and went flat. But that's too much torque on that. It pulls too hard, and then it tears the valve stem. So I found a place in it's a good 40 minute drive from here. They have the right tube. It's double the price of this tube. So I think with the baby powder, I'm going to give it one more shot. I can't fix that tube, so I'm going to bring that back to the tire shop, and I'm going to show them that. And I doubt they're going to give me a refund, but I'm going to say, listen, and that's why I need a valve stem on the side. Order valve stems on the side, you know, some. Because your customers, like this tire here, you have to have a valve stem on the side. It would be 5 inches from the center there if you put a tube in here. Both these back tires had tubes. The rim was so rusted. It's a possibility a chunk of rust broke off and punctured the tube, but there's no way of. I really don't know what happened back here, but the tires were like literally disintegrating. So I was due. So 2 brand new front tires, we should be good for a long time. That's my dilemma today. So the old Backhoe runs good. So it's I think it's 34 years old, this machine. It's got a Cummins 3.9, same engine as the 5.9, only it's a 4-cylinder. So, and touch wood, it runs pretty good. I've had good luck with it. So that's all. I just wanted to do a little short 5-minute video. It ended up being about 10 minutes. But we're getting record amount of rain this summer, and it's really hard to work in this weather. So maybe this will help you out. But you know, always order your tubes, if you can get them, with the valve stem in the correct place. And then when you put it in, if you have a tube with the valve stem on one side, make sure it's on the right side. Make sure it's not pointing out there. And it needs to go through here. So we're going to try the baby powder trick. We'll dry that out with a towel. Look at how much rain we got. These, I just put these here 2 nights ago. Look at this one. Full. It's now Thursday. I got these on Monday night. So getting record amounts of ugly rain. And you know, we're almost 11 minutes now. So I thought that I would just share the little bit of information that I do know about tires. I'm not a tire expert by any means, but I am the customer. I'm the guy paying for this stuff, so I want it done right. I hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching.